Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Talk to Me. And this movie came out in 2022, and it's currently on Netflix if you want to check it out. And I thought this movie was good. I thought it was a pretty good horror movie from A24, the studio, and I've never seen anything from these directors. And from what I understand, they're YouTubers, and that's how they got started. And it's pretty cool that they made a feature film now, and I believe this is their first feature film. I have no idea how to pronounce their last names, but I thought this movie was good. I thought it was well shot throughout most of it, and when it came to the horror in this movie, I thought it was well executed, and there were parts that were scary for me, and there are also some parts in the second half of the film, and it was very brief. It was just treated with a character being possessed, and the way it was kind of handled kind of reminded me of Sam Raimi's Evil Dead trilogy, which was kind of funny with like the demons or whatever, deadites I think they're called in those movies. How they're just kind of like comically over the top, but that's kind of done by design, so they're entertaining to watch. And in this movie, it worked, and there were comedic beats in this film for sure, and those parts worked also for me. Like the one mom character, she was kind of funny in the movie, and how she always knows that there's going to be a party or something going on. That stuff was fun for me. In terms of filmmaking, there were surprisingly things that stood out to me in a positive way. Like the opening scene is all in like one take, or at the very least cheated to look like it's in one take, and it looks pretty cool and establishes what you need to know about the movie. And I enjoyed how basically everything just kind of started for our main characters because they're hanging out with a bunch of dumb teenagers. And they're just looking to just have a fun time, not really care about what happens to other people and kind of just exploit others. And that stuff was kind of funny to me. And it did work for me also because of what it was trying to do. And there's plenty to take away from the film, and overall I did like the first half better than the second half, because in the second half that's where things kind of started to become a bit stupid for me, and I just wasn't all that with it. But the first half I thought was really solid in terms of what they were setting up, and I did think the characters were strong and like characters that I could relate to and be with and follow through, even if you don't necessarily agree 100% with what a character is doing. There's another character in this film that you could line up with who you agree with and who you believe is in the right. And there's stuff like that, but sadly it's not in the movie too much. And my biggest criticisms with this movie were just some weird decisions that were made in the story. Like, I just didn't understand why certain things were happening in the way that they were. And there were a couple things that were left open ended, like you didn't necessarily get all of the answers that you were maybe looking for or would have expected from a movie like this. But there are points where it doesn't necessarily work for me. And there were some sound effects that were kind of goofy, and I just wish there was grounded a bit more. And overall, I did like the movie. It's just there are some things about it that didn't really work for me all that much, but I was never bored and I was with it, and the movie's nice and short, an hour and a half, and this was a thought before I put the movie on, and I kind of realized horror movies are generally not very long. There are some that are like 2.5 hours that I do love, like The Shining or Suspiria, the remake, but for the most part, they usually don't exceed 2 hours. A lot of them are like 90 minutes to 2 hours. Something like that. So, if you want a short movie that's actually scary at points and is effective at what it does, then check this one out. I think it's one of the good ones, and it's a good movie from A24. And I usually like the movies distributed by A24. Usually, not always. There are a couple exceptions for sure, but at the very least, 99% of the time, maybe closer to 90. Like when I see a new film that's distributed by A24, that's something that I'm keeping my eyes out for. And that's about all I have to say about Talk to Me. It was good, I liked it, and I would recommend that you check it out. So, with all that being said, I'm going to give Talk to Me a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Talk to Me, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Queer. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.